Welcome to the demon's home realm of the Abyss. If you just ignore all the atrocities and war crimes, it's actually pretty nice down here. I'm Naanless.
Guys, did you know that in terms of male human and female Pokemon breeding?
But before we get into the thick, juicy content, a quick recap. The party and a gaggle of NPCs wandered into a really wide hole, which led them straight to the Midnight Fane. The gang RP'd a Reddit mod and relentlessly chased the woman across an underground facility. And finally, the gang and the Hand of the Inheritor were sent into the Abyss on a secret mission. And not because the Queen wants to get rid of them. No, it's not because of that. No. Anyways, now stuck in the Abyss with no way out, the gang established a makeshift HQ, which I will now dub the Nexus. I don't actually know if I am the one who named it that, or if it's literally called that in-game, but whatever. Exploring the Nexus, they come to realize that they're stuck on an island in the middle of a sea of clouds. The Hand of the Inheritor points towards an inactive structure and states that travel in the Midnight Isles is done via portal network. To activate that inactive structure, the party will somehow have to get their hands on a portal key. So they decide to explore the local, now abandoned, Naanless crystal mine. Within it, they find a succubus who's currently in the process of unaliving. She mutters that it was in fact followers of Baphomet who were mining here, and she thinks that they intend to use the Naanless crystals to claim the Midnight Isles and destroy Lady Nocticula. She begs the party to find her portal keys and kill the Baphomet scum that did this. While looking for the keys, they come across a familiar face. It's the adorable little demon, Suture. He's surprised to see the gang and states that he too is looking for portal keys. He confirms that this is in fact an Naanless crystal mine and adds on that most of the mining is done via slave labor. You'll come to notice that it's kind of a big deal down here. Anyway, he wishes the gang luck on their key hunting and they go their separate ways. Deeper in, they manage to find a key. They bring it back to the Hand of the Inheritor, and he opens a rift. Through it, they see the bustling night city of allushnyrra. It's a beautiful city full of degeneracy. I guess they should have seen that coming. After a couple more hours of searching the mines, they manage to find a second key. The Hand of the Inheritor opens a rift once again, and states that to make any progress in this city, they're probably gonna have to make some demon allies, and bend their morality just a tiny little bit, Because the Hand of the Inheritor is from heaven, he'll stick out like a sore thumb. So he makes himself invisible and promises to follow close behind the party. With the necessary preparations done, the party enter the rift and find themselves on the bottom ring of allushnyrra. It's a classic 3-layered city. The lower class live on the bottom ring, the middle class on the middle one, and the rich nobles at the top. And because this is a chaotic demon city, it introduces a new game mechanic. Depending on the orientation of your camera, the buildings shift and change. So if you see me wildly flailing my camera around, I promise I'm not dying at my desk. The gang walk the streets and manage to eavesdrop some nuggets of information. It seems mortals and other alien creatures aren't uncommon here, and that's because Lady Nocticula wants this place to be an interplane trading hub. The commoners seem to have a general hatred for the rich and Lady Nocticula. One of them even goes as far as to call her a bitch. And finally, Hebzamira is running a mass recruiting campaign for both her armies and her mining operations. Their eavesdropping is suddenly stopped when a bounty hunter called Nazirius blocks the party. It says it's been hired by Minago to eliminate them, although it seems annoyed and disrespected that it's been sent to kill some puny, weak, little pathetic mortals. Baganga latches onto this and says that anyone who would send a bounty hunter after some random mortals must be really weak and cringe. Does the great Nazirius really want to work for someone who is so obviously pathetic and weak? It agrees that Minago is probably weak trash, and it doesn't want to waste any more of its time on this useless job. But for the contract to be null, the client will have to be killed. So it gives the gang the location to Minago's hideout, and just leaves. Before going after Minago, the party rests up in a local demon tavern. Unfortunately, during the night, some misguided demons try to rob these pathetic, weak mortals. Clink, clink, clink. Clink, clink. Yeah, woo, yeah. Well rested and warmed up, the party heads straight to Monago's hideout. This is what the great Monago has been reduced to. Hiding in a shitty motel room guarded by paid mercenaries. I wonder what Staunton would have thought of this sight. She notices the party and immediately panics. Her mercenaries rush to her defense.
I'll split you in half! Endure this! Performance is lacking. Press the attack!
Her mercenaries slaughtered. Her resources completely spent. Her name tainted. She has nowhere to go and nowhere to run. Monago begs and begs for what remains of her life, but her cries can't stop Bagunga's final blow. It's finally done. Monago is no more. You can finally rest easy, my boy. Oh, that's one thing off their list. Exploring more of the lower ring, the party see a Babao getting bullied by other demons. This is a common occurrence in allushnyrra, but Ember is simply not having any of it. She calls them out with the classic, "You only hurt others because you are covering the fact that you yourself are hurt." The demons clearly don't care, nor did they ask. But instead of getting mad at the little mortal, they just kinda get bored. She heals the injured Babao, and they unexpectedly walk away peacefully. Then Ember gets struck with an idea that I can only describe as interesting. Since the party want an audience with Lady Nocticula anyway, why not, if they get to meet her, let Ember try to convince this demon lord to stop being mean? Sure, why not? If the party end up meeting Lady Nocticula, they will let Ember do her thing, I guess. Further ahead, they find the entrance to the middle ring, but it's guarded by powerful demons. I mean, they wouldn't want the common poors, showing up where they don't belong, right? Come on. Well, it looks like, unfortunately, the party are at a dead end. How will they ever ascend their rings and accomplish their goals? Well, you see, it's rather simple. The demon architects never took into account that some complete freaks of nature would simply climb the nearest buildings and scale their way to the top. Sweaty and out of breath, they ignore every social norm and make it to their destination. Welcome to the middle ring. It's the exact same as the lower one, but people here actually matter. The moment the party's feet touch the middle-class ground, a demon in need of new test subjects by the name of Mustafin attacks them.
Survive me. This is not my time. Damn it all. This was unexpected. Damn it all.
Retreat. No. Listen to me at once.
Is not an option. Press the attack.
After a long and frankly annoying fight, Mustafin grows bored and simply TPs away. Before the party can even wipe the acid from their coats, the Echo of Discari walks around the corner.
I never thought you'd have the nerve to descend into the abyss. I assumed you'd block the underground passages, put guards out by the rubble, and sit there, shaking, waiting for someone to attack you again.
Champion, this is the Echo of Discari, the avatar of our arch-enemy. Be cautious.
You probably think your victories in Dresden and the Midnight Fane have dealt us a fatal blow, don't you? But my lord's hordes are endless, and there are other rifts in the wound that will serve our purpose when the hour comes. I did not come here for you, mortal. I was looking for Mutasafin. I need to speak with him. I stumbled upon you by accident.
Having another target and seeing the party is weak and non-threatening, it simply walks away without a care in the world. And I'm gonna do the same, because that's all I got. If you have extra time on your hands, consider checking out my friends, the Discord community, and the Naanless Shorts channel. All links in the description. And as always, please like, sub, and try not to be amazed by the absolute quality of this outro.